this in style. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is, again, looking at these sections, we need to place them on a sheet, but, oh, whoops, I accidentally made that a wall section, my bad. We need to place them on sheets, but we also kind of want to make them look kind of good. Right now they look okay, but let's go ahead and actually just drop them on the sheet, and we'll do some formatting to make it look presentable. So I'm going to open up my building section sheet, and I do want to troubleshoot this wall section thing. So notice how I built or I developed this view under wall section. It should switch to a building section if I just change the type here. Yeah, it did. So now I've got them both under building section, which is ideal for me. That's just a small thing. Anyway, let's drop them on the sheet. You guys know how to do that. Follow along with me. Section 1, I'm going to drop up top. Section 2, I'll drop down below. So I'm going to try and space these out fairly evenly. So I'm just going to put a line across it in the middle. That's something I like to do stylistically and just to help me space things more evenly. The other thing that I think you guys need to calibrate is the sections that are crossing each other show up in each other's views. So you need to grab that element, and you can actually pull the section symbol down. And generally speaking, grids will go above any sort of like sections and other symbols, just because they're a primary annotation. So I'm pulling that one in, and I think I'm gonna turn off my crop region just because I don't need it. Yeah, something like that should be fine. So do that for both. Pull your section symbol down. Get the base of your section symbol in. Make sure your grids are kind of where you want them. You know, a little bit below the foundation should be fine. And then, yeah, we'll do a couple more things in a quick second. Okay, so just get them on the sheet sort of like this. Okay, so there's one other thing that I want to do on these sections, these in particular. It's insulation. Woohoo! Yeah, it sounds very unexciting, but it actually makes a building section look pretty good. It's like one of the only detail elements that I actually put on my building sections. I don't know why, but tell me what you think. So the insulation has this pretty cool. Have you ever seen insulation represented in drawing format? Yeah. So it's like, for those of you who don't know, it's your wall cavities like this, and it has that sort of like loopy snake thing going down. So that loopy snake thing is a tool that's under the annotation tab called insulation right here under detail. And the way it works is all you have to do is just type in how thick of a cavity you're trying to fill, and it will create that as a line component for you. All you have to do is draw a line. It's awesome. So our exterior walls, I think, are 6 inches wood studs, so we're going to do 5.5 inches under the width thing there. And I'm not entirely sure where the insulation is going in his drawing, but I'm going to use the inside wall because I think those exterior pilasters are just purely for design things. So insulation is not going to cross over structure. It's one of those like finesse things that I think ties in the illusion of detail really well. So try your best to skip structure. And then things like this, you're probably only going to put it in the actual roof cavity, not where the joists are like sticking down. So, or something like that. Actually, that's right. That line's going to go away. I'll show you that in a moment. But so you've got probably, I think you're going to do 5.5 inches on the exterior walls, and you probably want to stick to like an 8-inch or something in the roof. And then I'll move that down a little so it sits there. And let me just kind of draw that around the other side, and I'll zoom out and you'll see what I mean. So 5.5 inches up to there. Over to here. And up to there. Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to get at with this is that it's a tiny little thing to do, but it really helps communicate what the exterior environment is versus the interior environment. And I think that's huge. Okay. So then the last thing I think I want you guys to do is to make sure that you show your room tags. Room tags are important for building sections so that you can understand the relationship of spaces in the vertical, in the vertical plane. So just like your floor plans, the rooms are actual volumes that fill up space. So you can tag, and you'll see that the room kind of goes like, however many feet high. A default is like 10 feet. And just tag every room that is a different room, like that. Okay? Clear as day? All right, so that is the level of detail I'd like you to get on your building sections. It's probably the easiest view that you're going to develop yet. All righty.